actually admitted. I had an operation, and then there was a needle on my hand where some drugs are meant to go through my body. So the nurse came, and then she was trying to fix something, which I told her like I'm feeling pain, and then she ignored my complaint. Was still forcing the drug through my vein, and then I felt so bad. I almost slapped her. You understand? So the way I shouted, I got the attention of the other nurses who came around and were asking what happened. I'm like, she's giving me something that's affecting my vein. And then I was complaining, and went ahead to kind of still force the stuff into my bloodstream, you know. So the other nurse came and then apologized, removed the old needle, then looked for a fresh vein, then started another needle, then gave me the injection. I felt bad initially, but the action of the other nurse gave me a sign of relief that I have to let everything go.
If you are prescribed with drugs that are expensive, you will not get them. But ideally, if you are registered on NHIS, you will go get your service, collect your drug, and pay 10% of the cost. You understand? So that is where the and then of recent, anytime I leave the hospital like this, I will get call from my HMO to ask me whether I was giving drugs or not. And not sometimes I used to respond that I don't have. Sometimes I get small. I tell them I get small. The few that are here are overstretched. Because if you go to the national hospital, for instance, some doctors may not even agree to attend to more than 10 patients in a day. But here is one person attending to close to 200 patients, and you see a long line. So they are overstretched. They are.
Rain was falling, and my dad just went out to get water. So at the point of getting water, the rain that just touched him, so he started feeling cold. So he said I should take him to the hospital, which I did. I drove him to the hospital, to the emergency ward. So reaching there, the nurse there attend to my dad, say he has a little bit BP, but they gave him drugs and say he should just rest and he should not stress himself. So the next morning, the same thing happened. He was feeling cold and he called me. So I just told him to dress up. So I took him to the hospital. It was fine. So reaching the hospital, he started feeling this cold. Just like the way cold enters somebody, start shivering. So I rushed him to the emergency ward, the same emergency ward. So, and the doctor was there. And I said, sir, please attend to my dad. He said I should go and be looking for one card. I said, sir, this person was being checked yesterday. So before I left my younger brother with the doctor there, so I rushed to go and check for the card. Before the man will even check and bring the card, I saw my brother crying. I said, please hurry up and give me the card so that I will go and give to the doctor. So reaching there, my dad they were already putting on a wheelchair. He was shivering, cannot even walk. Person that walked to the hospital. And the doctor did not even show any sign of remorse to even say he want to admit me. Then I said I should take him to the ward. They should go and give him bed. I said, sir, please attend to him here now. At least you have a bed and you have some of your equipment here. He said, my friend, take him to the bed. I said, to assist me. He said, I should be the one that will take him there myself. I said, for what? So I took him there, reaching the bed space. I struggled by myself. My younger brother was just how many years old? So I struggled to put him on the bed. Before I would go and get the drugs, before the doctor would even come back, to come and even say they want to start fixing drip, that's how he just gave up his course. And the doctor just have to just go and lock himself in his office. He didn't even come out throughout. And that is just all that happened. Not that. It's not about the stress. This is your work. This is what you are being paid for. If you put money in front of life, it doesn't make sense. Because this is your work, this is what you have passion for, this is what you want to read. Nobody forces you into it. As if you are seeing the patient and you are there, first you're supposed to at least run some things, do your best. At least if the person later give up the ghost, you know that your conscience is clear that you did your best. But you did not, you were just looking at the patient. I don't feel like it's just pure wickedness. Because you are seeing the patient in front of you. It's not that they call you from home before you reach. You were seeing the patient was in front of you, but you cannot do anything. Instead, you are putting money in front of a life. And after the person give up the ghost, you cannot even comfort the family or to even speak one or two things to the family, which is very, very bad. So I feel it's not overstressed or overpaid or they are not being paid or anything. Because if it's what you love, definitely you must have passion for it. Nobody force you to go and read doctor. Nobody force you to go and read nurse. This is what you want. This is your desire. You want to save life, and you are seeing a life, and you cannot give your best to it. I don't feel it's just poor mentality and other things.